Alright, it's May 25th, 2011. Backyard update number 3. I'm trying to do like every Wednesday. I just got home from work. Chickens are happy. Made the hen get off of her eggs over there because they weren't doing much. So all the chickens are happy. The compost is doing what it's supposed to do. Show you what the beef steaks are looking like over here. The self-watering containers, they're looking very nice. The very first one that I had, unfortunately, that turned red, got half eaten by a bird. So I gave that as a penance to the chickens and just said, here, you can have the first fruits of my labor. Let's go over this direction and you can see how everything's going. You can see the squash right here is growing ever so long. And it's starting to get hot, about 92 degrees today, so hopefully the squash will keep. Those ones that I was showing you that are coming off did not stick around, but you can see there's lots of flowers, so maybe these will keep if we can keep it hot around here. So I'm going to show you the duckweed is, I just pulled out a little bit right there, but this for like $6 off of eBay, this stuff just keeps producing, and the fish and the ducks love it. So I'll keep using it. And this is the garden. I think I need to do something to control it a little better, but it's just so gorgeous. I probably should pull the tomatoes up a little bit, and I might have planted too close together. I'd love for anybody who knows a lot about aquaponics to tell me what they think. But I mean, it's going through the ceiling there. Grapevine is climbing. Basil looks nice. I was looking through here just a minute ago and found a little cucumber. There's a cucumber right there. Let's see. A few strawberries under here. Grapes. These are, if you remember, these are ones I planted from seed. They look good. And the clusters right here are starting to get a few red ones on them. They look very pretty still. All those tomatoes were just seeds I randomly threw in there, and they were from last year's seeds. I didn't know if they were actually going to make it. So, let's see, we'll go around. This is cantaloupe and watermelon. And it's doing well, just pouring over the edges. And I added some sea salt, like the guy told me to, and I got a lot of green back. It's looking pretty good. Let's see what we got going back here. Got some squash, little baby squash there. I saw there's a bigger one under here. Let's see if I can move some of this stuff out of the way. A little yellow squash there, crook-necked. Starting to get little flowers, little pretty flowers on the sugar snap peas. So I was told by my neighbor who's a gardener that I should have planted them earlier. But they're starting to flower, and maybe the cool water coming out of the system. There's another little squash back there. We'll keep them going. Let's see. I thought I saw some tomatoes over here. Might not have, but they're all growing really well. I went ahead and put Jordan's duck in here for today. She's having a lot of fun swimming around, and she loves the duckweed. So she's having a lot of fun in there. The fish and her co-mingling well. I'm a sucker for cheap plants, and so I went and that's just random stuff. These are my aquaponic growing containers from last year. This little concrete mixing containers cost me like $8, and I filled them with some potting soil mix and some compost, and just put leaves over them. Then I planted marigolds. If you can see these little guys right here, I just planted some marigold seeds in the middle of it so keep the bugs away. But all these plants right here are like 84 cents or something because guys are trying to get rid of their stock, so I couldn't pass them up. And I went ahead and did the same thing with squash. Got a zucchini back there in the right corner, and those are all just squash. Yeah, let's see. This is a stevia plant, and I've been using it, and it tastes really good in my tea. This is that giant Marconi that I moved over, and it's starting to come back to life. You can see little peppers coming on everywhere, so hopefully that'll look good. And that jalapeno back here that I moved from the aquaponic system, bare roots and all, is doing really, really well. And this is the Tabasco. Don't have anything on it yet, but that doesn't mean anything. We'll see how that goes. The grapes look good. Hopefully they'll give me something. And I went ahead and put in a rosemary bush here the other day. And those things are supposed to get really big, so I figured right under here, get a decent amount of sun, decent amount of shade at the same time. The fairy tale eggplant has flowers all over it. I moved it over to the sun to get more sun over here, and hopefully it will start giving me a lot. Let's see over here. This is the poblano. I got a couple big poblanos on it and some other ones coming up there. Got a bell pepper right here. Jordan knocked over one of my bell peppers the other day, so we had to eat it, but that was a good gift because it was awesome. The tomatoes are starting to do really well. Some of my friends said they wanted to actually see the tomatoes that were on these vines, the different kinds. These are the Santiago peppers. They're doing really well. Here's another one. What is this? A mortgage lifter? Kind of a funky looking tomato. But I got a bunch of them coming. Let's see. This is this purple beauty. And you can see it's purple. And it's kind of pretty. So I guess it goes to its name. The yellow plums over here. These guys just look like plums. I've always wanted to eat yellow tomatoes, so I get to grow my own. This is the Cajun bell. It's got bell peppers all over it. Like you can see, they're supposed to change colors like it shows here. So I'll wait for that to pick those guys. Let's see what else we have around here. This is, what is this? The Brandywine. Got another weird looking tomato, but there's a bunch on there. Starting to look pretty. My banana peppers here. And this is the Black Prince. And this tomato just looks pretty. I can't wait to actually try that one out. And the end of some of my... I didn't know a lot when I started this thing. I can pull this one off right here and just eat it, actually. It's really good. These are determinate plants. I didn't understand the difference of determinate and indeterminate too much when I planted them, but I wanted them indoors, so I didn't want them to get too big. And so that's why I started them. And then, lo and behold, I had to move them outside. And the duck just got out. That's awesome. Oh, chase after a duck on video. That'd be great. I think she'll be fine. We'll just leave her be in the yard for right now. Hopefully I won't lose her. Jordan will kill me. Potatoes, looking pretty. You can see the cayenne peppers here are huge. These guys right here, pulled a couple the other day. They're actually starting to turn tangerine, like I wanted. That's the first color. You see this bright orange right there. The whole thing will turn that color. This has another big jalapeno. And got more tomatoes down there. This is just a little sick guy that they had. They gave this to me for like dirt. It was like a quarter. This is an ancho pepper. And there's Jordan's duck. She looks like she wants to say hey, but then you take 2 steps and she freaks out. So I'll try to pick her up. Oh, but that ain't gonna happen, is it? So we'll just leave her there. That's okay. Let's see if there's any. I just see just tons of flowers. Oh, there's a little one. Yeah, right there. They're starting to make. And got little tomatoes here. This is the Caspian pink, and it's one of the aquaponic ones that I started over here. Obviously, it's aquaponic system. More peppers here. All the jalapenos. These are more, what are these? The cayennes, but they look completely different. Like aquaponically, they look completely different. I don't know why that is. And this guy back here, these are the what are these called? The Anaheims. Those guys are huge. They're supposed to get bigger. I think you're supposed to pick them at 8 inches. That's all grown aquaponically. Look good. And banana pepper under there. So as you can see, the system's doing really well. It's not fully mature. They say it takes like 6 months, I think Murray said, to fully mature, but it's looking great. I probably should branch out and plant some more different kind of things, but I love making salsa and all kinds of stuff like that, so I just got peppers and tomatoes everywhere and everything else I can throw in the mix. So as normal, feel free to call me, or call me. Feel free to leave me a message, and I'll answer any questions. And please inform me of anything that I might be doing wrong that you have an idea about. Thank you very much.